It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. And it's coming up next on Madden Football.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Green Bay Packers. And a welcome in, everybody, with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Amari Rodgers to return it from his end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. And here comes the winner of the last two NFL MVP awards, Aaron Rodgers, as he brings his Packers out for their first series of the game.
Even as he nears age 40, Aaron Rodgers' game isn't taking a single backward step. He became only the fourth player to win back-to-back MVP awards and led Green Bay to its third straight 13-win season. He avoids turnovers better than anyone in football at the quarterback position, and Green Bay, they are always a front runner with him under center.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there, second down. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Now Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Open man left side, it's the tight end Tunyon. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Working with a 2nd and 4. Oh, they'll try the jet sweep here with Lazard. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense, diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. This complete to Jones. And he's going to have a Packers first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So the drive takes him into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and the Giants are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
Here come the Giants, led out by their former 6th overall pick out of Duke back in 2019. Daniel Jones under center.
I still remember when he was drafted, there was a little bit of controversy about how high he was selected by the New York Giants, but his talents were revealed. He can make every throw in the book. Surprisingly good athlete. As long as he takes care of the football, doesn't turn it over, he can really make plays.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. They'll start out on the ground. And right away, he lost the football. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back, but it will be a loss on the play.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover for his squad.
The fumble on 1st down now. Here's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Got a man. That's Richie James. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get after them, thinking they're going to run the football and stuff them early, because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
On to punt, Jamie Gillen. And here's Rodgers on the return. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their 1st drive. Good news, their defense backed him up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their second possession.
Yeah, and one great way to judge a defense, how do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, it goes against their offense and they have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage. You've told me before it's tough to identify how to block a 3-4 defense. There wasn't a whole lot of blocking there.
And one other thing an offensive line coach told me, if you want to run wide against a 3-4, which is difficult to do because of the speed of the outside linebackers, it's often difficult for your offensive linemen to hit targets in space and create lanes for your guys to run through.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. To throw is Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find Lazard. And he is going to have a Packers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing, and that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3, just get the ball right to the receiver.
It's the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step, like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Rodgers' throw brought in by Watson. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Up the middle, Jones. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rodgers. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
on now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this won't get there. Won't be on line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this will remain a scoreless game.
Yeah, 55 yards is anything but a gimme. You've got to really concentrate on your leg swing and proper technique. This time, though, he's unable to convert.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
Now they're set up nicely at the 45-yard line after the missed field goal from 55. They begin with a run by Barkley. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun, Jones has this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
Jones on 1st and 10. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
It's showtime, baby. Let's go get it.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. His throw incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Looking to throw. Jones. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he will have a Giants first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another first down.
A first down carry for Barkley. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line, he provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Back to throw. Jones. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Rashawn Gary gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A.
Rashawn Gary is a player who has gotten better and better in each of his 3 NFL seasons, and last year, his biggest jump yet with 9.5 sacks and a couple of forced fumbles.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Galladay. That's complete.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That's a sharp throw right there on 3rd down. They're looking to get the first points of the game, and they certainly don't want to be on a field goal. So that's a nice job to get the hook up and set up a 1st and goal.
Here we go now on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley.
And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Second and goal from inside the 5. Another try for Barkley. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. We're scoreless after 1. Giant football, and we're ready to begin the 2nd quarter. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Throwing, Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Gano's kick is good, and the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So still no touchdowns in the first half, but we do have some action on the scoreboard with the field goal.
So maybe now the mentality changes in this game, because anytime you can get to the red zone, and if you don't come away with 6 points, you feel like it's a disappointment. In a game like this one, being able to kick field goals means you're right there, and then you're just looking for that big break to take you over the top.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. Taking it about the 1. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Packers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And the way their last drive ended, boy, it was frustrating. They had a pretty good drive going. It was sustained, and then it stalled out, Charles, and they missed the field goal and got nothing out of it.
Is that insult to injury? Because they had such a sustained drive, as you noted. So you know, for the head coach, it almost felt like a little bit of failure to send out the field goal unit and then to not even see the ball go through the post. What a bummer on that last drive for them. Got to pick themselves up from that one.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. The tackle is made by Adoree Jackson.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football, because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That's complete to Cobb. Broke a tackle, but not much room there ultimately. Just up past the 25 and no further.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here. Let's do it first. Let's do it. Let's go, man.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Now a draw play. This is Jones. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake, and then handing it off. You should be able to read it as they did there.
Here's Pat O'Donnell on now to punt it away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Once again, we got to get it done as a group. Let's go get it now.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Let's go, baby.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now Jones. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Looking to throw. Jones. Bellinger hauls it in out left side. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 25 yards that time.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Back to throw again. Over the middle, caught by Bellinger. And they'll get him down inside the red zone at the 14. It's also a gain of 14. 1st down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And this one too low.
You know, every time we talk with people about the most important quality for a quarterback to have in the NFL, what do they usually cite?
Arm strength.
Yeah, and that's really way down on the list. Accuracy is one of the bigger ones, maybe the foremost one. That's what he needed on that play.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He dumps it off to Barkley. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Eighth play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Forced out to his left. Open man, he's got him. It's Toney for a giant touchdown. Kadarius Toney, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it's Kadarius Toney who caps things with a touchdown reception. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. The drive will start at the 25-yard line here as Rodgers will not return it. The Packers offense set to go. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint, down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
This is the calm before the storm. Let's go.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
That was a nice job defensively of disguising their coverage and making it difficult for the quarterback to lock in on a receiver, and it results in an incomplete pass.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. 36 yards on the punt with no return. And New York set to take the field. They're starting to put some space here. You know, first quarter, they didn't look so hot offensively. This second quarter, though, they've looked really good.
They've jumped in the saddle in a big way now, and now they're in full gallop. I mean, before, kind of cantering around a little bit, right, trying to feel their way, not getting done what they wanted to. But somehow they put it together with play calling, execution, and now there's a pretty big gap.
And they'll look to make that gap even bigger here. Now Jones throwing to start the drive, eluding the pressure right, and he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Here's Jones on 3rd down. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Jones now throwing on first down. Gets it quickly to Galladay. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So nothing doing there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the stats that matter on this play don't help a team very much unless, of course, you're playing defense.
If you're getting points per reception, you got a reception, but no yardage. Great job by the defense, though. They read through that one.
They read through it, gave up no yardage, and people got credit for tackles. Pretty good deal.
He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Looking to throw. Jones. James has got it. Complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, this has definitely been a ball control offense here in the first half. We saw them go on a long scoring drive the last time they had the ball. And now here, they get the 3rd down conversion to keep this drive going.
A handoff, Barkley running left. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. He came out ready to play. That's 3 tackles for a loss, Charles. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And that's problematic for the guys trying to run offense because that means he's got a pretty good idea of what they're doing and is actually beating them to the point of attack and making those plays. Might have to think about some misdirection or something to try and get him away from the ball.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Back to throw. Jones got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. So they need 6 yards here on 3rd down. They're 2 for 2 on 3rd down tries so far on this drive. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. In their locker room, they've got a sign that says defense wins championships. And Charles, they pointed to that this week, said that has to be us. Looking good early.
I like how you saw that because of the bold letters, right? You saw the emphasis that they place on that and what they believe in. And for them, it's every single snap. So it's not just a matter of getting to the quarterback and knocking the ball free. They're trying to read when that ball's going to come free. As soon as those hands separate to throw the ball, they want to be there and have a chance to knock it out.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side by Cobb. Second and 6. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. That good for 19 and a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The tackle made by Austin Calitro.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's 2nd and 9. On the delay, Jones. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. No luck whatsoever there on the draw.
Yeah, they're supposed to use their aggressiveness against them. That was the hope. But maybe they had too big of a meal last night. A half step slow, and he ends up running right into the meat of the defense.
Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 22-yard line. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play, and he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he is not going to get to the marker as they stop him short at the 14. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. They hand off to their big tight end. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1.
Keep our boys.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he will throw this one out of the back of the end zone. It's incomplete.
All right, Captain. It's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on third and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you've kind of run out of your running plays. Fire another one into the end zone.
Rodgers now on third and goal. Touchdown, Packers! Robert Tonyan. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Packers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach. He said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. And the Giants with one final possession here in this first half. And leading 10-7, and they may just want to get this to the locker room. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Jones. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Here's the call. So that challenge, a successful one. To throw again on second down. Jones. And that is incomplete. Daniel Bellinger, the intended target that time. And now it's third down.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. This time they stay on the ground. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Jamie Gillen now on to punt. Rodgers on the return. And nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. On now is Mason Crosby, who's hit from as far as 58 in his career. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And instead of tying it up, they'll remain down by 3.
I don't care who you are. 60 yards is a very ambitious attempt. Hard to make even in practice in the best of conditions. And now, worst of all, you give the other guys the ball to start their drive at midfield.
Let's go, baby. Let's go. I bet you want it, boys.
Jones, the final shot before break. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And a little floater there is incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. First, though, time for a check of the next-gen stats from that first half for the Giants. And they've had plenty of success throwing the football so far this afternoon, as they're on pace to throw for over 300 yards if their form holds.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Taken at the goal line. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Giants about set to go to begin this third quarter. This offense set to begin the third quarter, and Charles, if they had a checklist of things they wanted to accomplish in the first half, certainly at the top of that list would be having the lead, and they've got that here.
That's always the most important box to check, isn't it? But also, they've had some success in their passing game, so probably an empty box establishing the run. They're on pace for fewer than 100 yards in this one, so now they want to make sure that they get that going so they truly have a control in this ball game, and down the stretch, being able to be balanced, either throw it or run it, and try and win this ball game.
Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Jones over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. That escapes the sack. But now he's swallowed up and taken down. Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
That's exactly what they were looking for coming out to start the 3rd quarter. Get a sack, get off the field, get the momentum going in their direction.
Get the ball back to your offense, right? Get that momentum because, hey, this lead is very, very slim. Here's Jamie Gillen now as he's on to punt for New York. Rodgers to return it. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the 2nd half. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Flushed out right. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only 1st down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on 2nd down.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Right now, the story of this game continuing to be the defenses because the offenses, they're finding it difficult to establish any rhythm whatsoever.
I like how you come to us in praise of defense, Brandon, because that's exactly right. That was an incompletion force there, but we've seen it throughout this game. Both of these defense coordinators, they're a step ahead of their offensive counterparts.
Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. 5 yards on the screen, but that'll take us to 4th down.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he's on to punt for Green Bay. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot.
And possession switching back to the New York Giants.
And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up 2nd down. Throwing Jones. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Operating from the gun, Jones. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here.
Barkley, inside handoff. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. It's Barkley on the counter, and he loses the football a second time. And this is going to be Packer football.
Do you remember in preseason when we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. Now, this game has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. He gets it over the middle to Cobb.
And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
This one swung out here to Jones. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. To throw is Rodgers.
Pass to Lazard, bringing it in on the crossing route.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. They're going to go with a tight end here on the running play. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now it's Rodgers.
The left side completion to Jones. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Always important as a defender on 3rd down to keep the play in front of you and make sure you don't give up enough space that they can make a move on you in the open field. Try as he might, he wasn't able to get to the 1st down marker. Excellent defense, good tackling.
So now on 4th down, Rodgers will give way to Mason Crosby for the field goal try. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Crosby is good, and that will knot us up at 10. So they got the turnover started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. Goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. And New York set to take the field. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Now Jones. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, hang on a second here, because on that last play, it appears one of the Giants shaken up. Well, the medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Again, it's Barkley. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Looking to throw. Jones. That's complete to Tony. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a pretty good throw on the curl route there. 3rd down, and they pick up a first.
Defense should be aware for that, right?
They should be aware, but it was so hard sometimes.
Yeah, it's not easy.
Because when they sell that route really well, you think they're going upfield, then they curl back, show their numbers to the quarterback, and complete the play.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Off the play fake. Jones. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. He finds his man, complete. That's Hudson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A handoff to Barkley to the 36-yard line. Stop there.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 36, Jones. This pass into the hands of Bellinger. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Gotta give credit to both defenses because they've been able to keep the points down. And despite that incompletion, I like the way he's playing. He's putting up decent numbers. What he has to do, find a way to make that sound read and hit that one home run before this one's over.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. This taken in at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packers offense now heading back out onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. An inside give to Jones. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, That just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, first round went to the offense, second round the defense.
Go get him now.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's always coming up trying to rake at the ball and knock it free.
Now Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Hudson, and the tackle going to be made at the 38.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's a give to Barkley. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter. Here's Jones, off the play fake. He finds his... Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit, because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 38. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's Tunyon bringing in the quick throw. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. He'll get this to the 40. Sweet little juke in there. Got him some extra yardage. 57 yards on the ground for him so far.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Rodgers going to throw. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
Well, that was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort.
The decision to keep it turns out to be a good one. 11 yards in the first down.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there. Worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers.
Finds Lazard quickly on the slant.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers.
And he's got his man. Touchdown, Green Bay. It's Allen Lazard.
4 yards on the touchdown grab.
And the Packers have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. The late turnovers so often the difference in a ball game, and here the turnover leads to the go-ahead touchdown.
So repeat after me, partner. You have to take care of the football. In order to protect the lead, you must take care of the football. Ball security. How many times do they have to say it? They've been preaching it since day one of camp, and it came back to bite them right there.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On play action, they'll throw.
Over the middle, caught by Bellinger.
So the completion good for just 3, and it's 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
2nd and 7.
Looking to throw. Jones.
Another pass complete to Bellinger.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He's up to 87 yards receiving now, and it's a 1st down. Now Saquon Barkley.
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Flush to it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
After that sack, 3rd and long, tough spot for Jones and the Giants. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got Bellinger. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Packer offense now ready to get back onto the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the Pack up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Caught left side by Cobb. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, now Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard, and he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll make it 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46. 66 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 16 times.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now, 1st and 10 at the 46. Eluding the pressure right, and he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a halt.
Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
With all the success they've had throwing the football as a pass rusher, you know you've got to come hard when you see him drop back to throw. So I really like this call to counteract that pass rush with a screen. It turns into positive yardage. A lot of times the offense says, just replace the rusher with the ball, and it turns into a good play.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Buying time to his left. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, dialing up that play call certainly meant that he grabbed a little extra shot of courage on that one, because normally on 3rd and short, you're just trying to move the sticks, get the ball just past that line of scrimmage. Instead, they take the big shot downfield, and it pays off.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up.
Dillon trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
Good work there, holding him out on 1st down, and this is going to be a battle down here on the goal line. Can they hold their ground for 2, maybe even 3 more plays?
2nd and goal from the 1.
Dillon again.
And he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown.
A.J. Dillon
taking it in from a yard out.
And the Packers get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now, because I know we're mind-melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
Now Crosby for the point after. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive.
And it was A.J. Dillon who capped it off with a touchdown run.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This fielded right at the goal line.
And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit.
Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 from back at their own 10-yard line. They'll look to throw.
This one goes out wide for Barkley.
They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They're giving those short little routes, tackled him in bounds too. They're just not wanting to get beat over the top.
Yeah, and if you can't really get downfield, take the short routes. But now you got to have guys who can actually break tackles and increase those gains.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And he'll be out right at the 35.
90 yards receiving now for him in the ball game. It's a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout.
It's showtime, baby. That's right. Let's go get it now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing Jones. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. Kenny Galladay, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Again, he'll drop to throw. He finds Robinson. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
In this situation, the dictation is coming from the defense, right? They're going to tell you, you can have 6, 7 yards, do that all the way downfield. Let's just go ahead and take the time off the clock. I think they've got to start attacking vertically a lot more.
And let's see, the Packers defensively 6 DBs, so a dime look on 3rd.
Could play coverage or bring pressure.
Now Jones. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jair Alexander, and the Packers will take over possession here up at the 44. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly. And what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. They'll try to run some clock now with Jones. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 85 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. right side. They're going to go option here. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now Jones. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll try again with Jones. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
I have to laugh a little bit because he actually handed it off. I thought with the 2 touchdown passes he's thrown in this one already, he'd go ahead and fling and try and get a 3rd one.
Yeah, now from this spot on 3rd down, I think he'd probably throw it here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any question about it. They won't even send in a running play here, I don't believe. I think they go ahead and try and throw it for a touchdown.
From the 5, 3rd and goal. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. This defense bending but not breaking. It's a gain of 3. It's now 4th and goal. Defense keeps him out of the end zone there. Now, will they go for it? And if so, can they do it one more time?
Yeah, I just don't know if it's worth it going for it because what we've seen from the defense so far, every gap is taken care of. Everyone is sound in their coverage. No one is breaking free. And those ball carriers are getting tagged. If I were them, I'd think very hard about just taking 3 points and taking their dignity and moving on.
And the ball's at the 2, spotted at the 2, so a pretty good chunk to go. So that not just important in the fact that it widens their lead, but really that was a textbook job of just hanging on to the football.
And we know all the time that coaches talk about time of possession. Sometimes it's a stat that doesn't matter much, but in this drive, it matters a lot. They want to reduce time and score points and lock this game down.
After the made field goal, now Crosby will do the kickoff duties. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And New York set to take the field. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. Jones. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Jones. That's caught by Galladay. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, Charles, we retreated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime and now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.